Hi, in this video we are going to see how we can install Checkpoint GAIA operating system in our VMware for the lab environment. Today we will install Checkpoint R70.30 versions in the VMware. For that we need to have a VMware installed as well as the Checkpoint GAIA R77.30 image in our PC. So let's start and see how we can proceed with the installation. I have opened VMware. What we need to do, we can use any VMware version. It doesn't make any difference. I am using VMware version 16.2.5. You can also download this VMware version from the VMware site. So first of all, you need to click on the create a new virtual machine. Choose option typical or custom you can also choose, but for that you need to be familiar with the VMware. So here we are going to go with choose option typical. Click on next. In this we have three options. One is installation disk, second installation disk image, that is with the ISO file, and if you want to install VMware that the any OS later, then you can simply go with this. In our case we will choose this second option. I have already downloaded and kept that image in my VMware folder. You can see that this is R77.30. Even this is for specific for version or appliance, you can say 3200 to 5000 series, but it doesn't make any difference for you in the VMware lab environment. So let's select this, click open, next. Here it is asking for this operating system, type of operating system. Either you can select Linux or you can go with others. Because Checkpoint GAIA is Linux based operating system, so we can choose Linux or others. I am going with others and I will put other 64-bit. Please provide the virtual machine name. This virtual machine name will be nothing but your machine name or the host name, what you say in your lab environment. But in this virtual machine case, because it is going to install or the virtual machine complete file in that particular folder with that name. So I am putting it because here we are going to install the first, we will select the management server. So I am putting that name, management, and the location of the file. I will select D drive, and here you need to click make new folder. Let click. So anything or any files related with this management machine will be under this VMware folder, management folder, subfolder. So go with the next. Here we need to define the size of the hard disk. The default size is 8 GB. As per VM, we can put any size, but minimum it should be 40. I'm just taking as 80. Go with this default option, split virtual disk into multiple files. Next. This is what you are going to install. Name management server, location is the VMware folder. Under that there is some subfolder management. Version is the VMware version. What we have selected operating system is 64-bit. Hard disk, this is memory. RAM is by default to 56, and there is a LAN card, network adapter, which is NAT in the NAT mode, and other devices. We can customize this as per our requirement. Here I am going to make my memory to 2 GB. So I will click on customize hardware. Here make it 2 or 4 GB. Let's make 4 GB because I have sufficient RAM. Now if you see this network adapter has different options. First of all, it says connect at power on. It means whenever you are going to switch on your virtual machine, it will be in enable state. The second option is the mode of the network card, LAN card. This is bridge. Bridge is nothing but it will replicate the same IP or IP from the same range, that is from your host machine. The NAT is the same. It will hide your internal IP with the NAT. This is the default. Custom, you can say. Custom is nothing but a VLAN concept. So I am going to select VNet 2. There are multiple VNet. This is a virtual net. So you can select any one. I'm going to select 2. Close. Also, if you see, there is one more option to increase the processors. Let's increase this, make it a 2. So number of processors is 2. Core processors per processor is 1. Leave it for. Okay. Finish. Once you click on finish, it will give you this option where you need to click on the power on virtual machine. So this is going to switch on the virtual machine, then it will ask you the option. Here you can see you have two options. One is install Gaia on the system. The first option you can see, and the second option, this is install Gaia, and this is do not install boot from local drive, because we are doing first time, so we'll go with this option. Install Gaia on the system. For this you need to press the arrow key from your laptop, desktop, the host. Press enter. It will take 1 or 2 minutes to boot up the virtual machine, so let's wait. You can see it started. This process is similar as you are going to do in your physical box. For that you need a USB stick to install. So this is the first step where it is asking whether you want to process installation. Just click on OK or press enter. You can change that option with the tab like this. I press tab, it went to the machine info, cancel, again OK. So just go with OK. This is the keyboard layout, leave it by default. This is the partition of your disk. So by default it takes 10 GB for the swap partition. A system root, logs, backup and upgrade file. So you can see the swap, system, logs, backup. This is the partitions. This which is taken by default. So just leave it, press OK. Sorry. And go back and click on OK. This is the admin password. You need to type the admin password to log into the console. This is the console admin password. Always use to go to the next option. Now here we need to define the IP address for our interface from where we can access the device. In my case, I am going to use 10.0.0.4. You can take any IP. Also, you can change this IP or the gateway later. So in our case, it's 10.0.0.0.4. Okay. This will format the complete drive. Just to let you know, because this is virtual, this is not going to erase any data from your machine. So just go and click OK. This will take few minutes to complete this process. Just complete installation process. So we need to wait. Now this is going to install the packages, different packages. So here we cannot do anything because it's running by default. So unless it will finish, let's wait for this complete process to be done. The first part of installation is completed. You can see this. It says installation is complete. Now we need to set up this machine by accessing this HTTPS 10.0.0.4. Why 10.0.0.4? Because we have given the interface IP at 10.0.0.4. So first we need to reboot this device, and then we need another Windows machine or any Linux machine, Unix machine, from where we can access this via browser. So I have already a machine with Windows 10 from where I can access this device. So let me reboot this, then I will come back to you again. The device is rebooted. Let's try to log in with the console admin password. Now you can see here it says, in order to configure your system, please access the web UI and finish the first time wizard. So for this, as said earlier, we need a different machine. In my case, I have Windows 10 machine from where I'm going to access this device. Here you can see the host name is ZW330E56. It can be any name. So let's open the Windows machine. This is my Windows 10 machine. I have the IP from the similar range. If you can see this, this is my 10.0.0.4 and my management server is 10.0.0. Sorry, this is 10.0.0.10. Management IP is 10.0.0.4. Let's try to ping this. I can ping my management server. Now I need to go and access that management server IP via browser. If this is my management server where it says, in order to configure your system, please access the web UI. So let's jump to the Windows machine and open the browser and just try to access it from here. 10.0.0.4. You see, this is giving error message because we don't have any certificate installed anyway. Go to the web pages. See, certificate error. Click details. Go on to the web page. This is a login prompt. Give the username and password. Admin. This is the first time. Welcome to the Checkpoint first time configuration wizard. It's a VMware platform. Click on next. It says continue with GAIA R77.30 configuration. Install it from cloud or USB device, or this is for the recovery. If you have taken a snapshot, in our case, we will go with this first option. Click on next. This is the interface for this management connection, which is why we have already configured. Nothing to do in here. So click on next. Now this is the place you need to give the host name. If you see this is the same host name which we saw in that our case here, GW330E56. The same host name you can see. If I change the host name here, let's see mgmt, the same way when we go with the next, it will change the host name here also. Here you can provide your DNS name, primary DNS, secondary DNS, tertiary DNS. We will leave it as usual blank as of now. We can configure this later also. Click on next. This is a time zone. You need to put your current time zone. So let's wait, put on next. Now it is asking which type of installation is this, security gateway or management or multi-domain. In our case, as we are going to install management server, so we will go with the first option. Next, security gateway or management. Select here management. If you select management, it will ask whether this is primary or secondary. Because it is in our case, we are going to install first time, we will select as primary. Click next. Now this is a security administrator password. It is asking which admin you are going to use to access this via dashboard or console. I will put admin. You can put anything, but I'm putting admin and giving a password. It can be different from the console or same. Next, this option you need to select as of now any what it says. It says from where you can access this management GUI clients. In real time, any IP address is not allowed. Like in your production environment or in your organization, you need to define this within a network or within an IP. We cannot put any, but because we are using with lab, we can go with any. Any means any IP, we can access this management server. This machine means if you put this machine, you need to give a specific machine IP, like it is taken 10.0.0.10. Means we cannot access this management server from any other machine. If you put network here, you need to give network IP range and subnet mask, or you can also define a range of IP address. Suppose in your support team you have 10 or 20 set of people with a defined range of IP address, so you can put here like starting from 10.0.0.4 to 10.0.0, let's make 20, because we know that our support team falls under this range, so we'll put this range. So but as said, we will go here with any address. Let's go with any. Click on next. Now this is the final page. Click on finish. See the process. This will start the configuration process. Click on here. So our installation is complete now. You can see configuration complete successfully. Then we need to click OK. Click on OK. It will redirect you to the prompt, and then we can log in and see the status. You can see this is locked. Why it says locked? Because we have already logged in from the console. The same says close this. This is security candidate survey 77.30, uptime 27 minutes. So it's overall it's taken 27 minutes from scratch to complete this configuration, first time configuration wizards. So depends, the time depends why how much time it will take. So there's no blades enabled. You can see the ETS 0 and 4. That's the complete installation of this. Now for to check this access via console, you can go to the bottom left side where you have an option to download smart console. You can see this download smart console. This will download the console version of R77. From there you can access the admin server and then the firewall and so on. Now you can see I have installed the dashboard of R77.30 as well as I have R80.10. So from there you can access your admin server and then you can go to the dashboard. That let me open this. This is the dashboard for R77.30. So you can also access the latest version RT.1 or 10, RT.10 to access the old version of dashboard. So just put your username here, password will be here, and then you need to give your IP here. And that's it. From there you can try to log in. This will take few minutes because the server is in the background. It's being the subsets are being up, so might it will take depends upon the configuration. So rest we will see that in our next video. This it says there is running an app that we are defining client. So give this some time, and then you are successfully able to access the dashboard. That's it for this video. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel to see more videos in future. Thanks for watching. Bye.